Let me start off by saying Happy New Year to everyone. I'm right here in Boston, and if you follow me, I've been posting on Facebook that it's really cold. We woke up this morning, it was -2 degrees, and then right now I'm out. It's about 10 degrees. But you know what? There are many lessons that I'm learning from the time that it was, coming to Boston, which is 2 days ago. I came here for a funeral, but then it was no question that I didn't care how cold it was. I didn't care how the flights were delayed. I was coming to this funeral to say goodbye to my best friend's mother who passed away, and today they left to go to Zimbabwe. So it shows you the power of the mind. But amazing enough, I now live in Florida, so it's sunshine over there. But there are big lessons with me coming back now that no matter, how cold it is, when you make up your mind to say you're going to do something, there is nothing that can stop you. There's nothing that will get in the way. Happy New Year to everybody that's there. I'm seeing everybody coming in. Happy New Year to all of you. But my lesson, that I have learned is action. Action speaks louder than words. I grew up in Zimbabwe hearing action speaks louder than words. And by me coming here to Boston, Massachusetts, my goal for this 2018 is to travel again, because I haven't traveled excuse me, it's been a year or so that I haven't traveled, so I want to get back on the road. So because I declared that, and that was one of my New Year's resolutions, that I'm going back on the road and doing my seminars and speaking engagements, I got 2 bookings this weekend to come back here to Massachusetts, and also I'm going to be going to Chicago this year to speak to parents and community residents about understanding today's teenagers, because a lot of parents, teachers, and people want to understand how to better help our teenagers. That's how I take it. Not to just understand them, so that you can see how bad they are, but to see what their needs are so we can bridge the gap and understand them. Who are they, and how can we as adults help our teenagers? So if you are out there and you're looking for a speaker, or you want to put together a workshop with me, let me know, because I'll be coming back. I'll be coming out and doing these trainings or these speaking engagements to help you understand today's teenagers. Guess what? A lot of people say, how can I understand my teenager? You know what? Just like a lot of people, what the teenagers are looking for is for adults to be real. And being real means, I said, it's 0 degrees, 2 degrees. What are you doing with your life? Because they look at what you do more than what you say. And that's why this live video, I called it Action Speaks Louder, because these kids are looking at what you're doing. No longer are your words more meaningful than what you do. So you better back up what you're saying, because they'll call you up on it and say, well, you know what, you're always telling me this, but I'm looking at your life and you're not doing this. Sometimes they don't tell you, but they tell me, the counselor. And I'm talking to them, and they're like, well, you know what, doc, I'm telling you one thing. My parents, they asked me to do this here, but you should look at their life. Look at what they're doing. You should see what they're doing. And as much as I tried to tell them to say, look, you cannot look at what your parents are doing, because they're doing what they're doing so that your life can be better. It used to work back in the days, but it doesn't work with these kids, because they want to look at what their parents are doing. They want to see that you're being real. And when you talk to them, you better have some love in your heart. And I'm talking to every parent out there. It's one thing to say, you know what, I don't like what my kid is doing. Neither do I really like my kid, because I'm no longer with the father or the mother, or something is going on in my life. They feel your heart more than what it is that you're telling them. So it's interesting how many lessons you can learn in just one weekend of getting away. And I'm looking at everything now. I'm out. I'm the one that's coming, from the sun. And a lot of people are probably saying, ooh, it's cold, it's cold. But you know what? I put my New England on, because, I love New England. And I put my New England on, but I'm not feeling the cold as much as a lot of people that keep talking about how cold it is. I'm like, stop talking about how cold it is. You can get out. You can do stuff, in and around the cold, because as you are complaining how cold it is and how many opportunities the doors are closed, there are a lot of people that are seeing open doors. There are a lot of people that are driving out and going out in the cold and doing things and changing their lives this 2018. So do not look at what the circumstances are. You go through, and oops, excuse me, you go through and do what it is that you want to do this 2018. I know I'm tired of hearing people. I coach people all around the world, even though I'm not live sometimes, but I'm constantly, people are constantly coming in and telling me what their plans are, what their visions are, and then year after year they have new year resolutions, they have new things that they want to do, but they haven't done anything. So this year, make a commitment to say, you know what, no matter what the circumstances are, I am going to achieve what it is that I plan to do. DJ Bonify, I see you there, King. I know you're here in Boston, but I don't have time to come and say hi, but I see you. How you doing? So a lot of people, let me just invite coach right there. DJ Bonify, where are you at? Yeah, because he's one of those DJs that I have a respect for, but he's a father, and most of the time, I used to talk to him when I used to live here in Boston, but I don't see him there. I was gonna ask him if he can say one or two words. This is kind of cool because I haven't been live on Facebook, so I didn't know that you could actually invite people and they can come in and talk. And as you know, I'm a talk show host, so I'd love to do this here. So I'm gonna plan it and come back often and invite people to giving one or two things that they think, is going on that might help our teenagers. That's my heart. I want to help these young ones, and I want to help the parents, because then parents are pulling their hair. So I want to make sure that, they have faith in the young ones that they're raising, because guess what? We have a lot of successful teenagers that are out there. I also want to highlight them, because there are a lot of teenagers that are doing well and young adults that are doing well, and nobody talks about them, because we're always talking about the ones that are doing bad, that are not listening, and then we give them more headaches, because now we're talking about how bad they are instead of redirecting them. So redirecting them is probably also showing them how the other young people are doing, so that they can see what's good. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm busy. I have family looking for me. I'm getting ready to have a whole family dinner. I'm cooking. So if you're here in Revere, I'm going to be at my sister's house. I'm going to be cooking. I'll see you all. Have a good day. It is not that cold, Massachusetts. Right now, it's only 10 degrees, which is cool. It's warm for me, even though I'm coming from 75 degrees. Hey, this is Dr. Stem. See you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful 2018. But we're going to be talking more, because I'm going to be doing more live videos.